Do you remember any of the people who were involved in any of those businesses that you worked for between 86 and 89? Defendant's counsel. Objection. Speculative. The court. Overruled. What do you mean if I remember people? Yes, I remember people. The people in charge of the companies? Yes. Can you tell me who they were? Some of them? Peter Morse. Where was that business? Where was it located in general? Astoria, Queens. During that 3-year period between 86 and 89, was the work that you engaged in generally all of the same nature? Yes, it was brickwork. It was pointing. Defendant's counsel. Objection as to form. Plaintiff's counsel. Nothing wrong with the form. Objection overruled. No, that was more in the ground, if I can explain that. I am sorry. Defendant's counsel. Your Honor, where are we going with this line of inquiry? The court. I don't know, but temporarily I will permit it, Counselor. The scaffold we are working on is being held on the roof, and the scaffold we are working on is in the air. Most jobs we did, as I remember, were on the ground, more or less. But doing the same type of work? There was some concrete work and some brickwork. You mean erecting walls and stuff like that? Yes. How did you learn how to do that work? Well, I started as a laborer, as a guy who doesn't know anything, and then along, day by day, you see more and more what other people are doing, and day after day, they give you more to do. So you learn from on-the-job experience? Defendant's counsel. Objection. Leading and suggestive, Your Honor. The court. Overruled. Basically, yes. Did there come a time, sir, in or about 1997 when you performed some work for Arrow Restoration? Defendant's counsel. Over my objection, Your Honor. The court. As a matter of fact, I will overrule the objection. How would you put it as to location, Counselor? That is a problem to begin with. The court. That's a good idea. Question. Anywhere. Defendant's counsel. Any job with Arrow you may answer in that form. As far as I'm concerned, the court. Go ahead. Yes, we worked with Arrow. In 1997? In 1997, yes. Did you do one or more than one job with Arrow in 97? More than one. Approximately how many? I don't remember. Was it more than 5 jobs that you were involved with Arrow in 97? Yes. Was it more than 10? I don't remember that. Did you have a particular person who was your contact at Arrow who you normally dealt with? Basically, we deal with 3 guys who are brothers. I don't remember their names. Do you know what their titles or positions with Arrow were at that time? They were co-owners of Arrow Restoration. To your knowledge, was Mr. Geller a co-owner? Yes. And both the other brothers? Yes. Who usually communicated with them? Was it you personally or somebody else? On a daily basis, that was Jack Glenn. While you were operating as K&J Restoration, sir, did both you and Mr. Glenn work in the field? Most of the time, I go on the job site. Glenn was the guy that got the jobs. He priced the jobs, some of them, and he has made a deal to finalize and start a job. He also was responsible for collection. These jobs that you performed with Arrow at any time, were they running consecutively, or would you work one job and go to a different site, or what? No, we have a few jobs on at the same time. Would it be normal procedure for you to enter into a written agreement with Arrow for work that you were performing for them? Yes. Did you do a search of the company's records any time before today, you or anyone from K and J, to determine if you had any written documentation for any work you did for Arrow in 1997? Any work? Any work? Yes. No, I mean, just a moment. I did not answer fully. But for the rest of the job, I never looked for it. Defendant's counsel, object as not responsive and self-serving, Your Honor. The court, strike it. Listen to the question and answer it. So you did a job, I am sorry, did a search. Did you do it personally? Yes. Where did you perform the search? Where were you when you looked for the documents? Well, in our office there are some boxes from the previous jobs. Which office are you talking about now? Maspeth Avenue.
Is that in the city? Maspeth?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Queens.
I don't really know Queens at all. There's notes on the back of this. That's okay.
Oh. If it's too hard, then we'll skip it.
Seems okay.
Okay.
Do you remember any of the people who were involved in any of those businesses that you worked for between 86 and 89? Defendant's counsel, objection, speculative. Speculative. Answer, the court overruled. Question, what do you mean if I remember people? Answer. Yes, I remember people. That was all the answer. Question, the people in charge of the companies.
Right.
Question, yes.
Answer yes.
Answer yes. Question, can you tell me who they were? Some of them. Answer, Peter Morse. Peter Morse. Question, where was that business? Where was it located in general? Answer, Astoria, Queens. Question, during that 3-year period between 86 and 89, was the work that you engaged in generally all of the same nature? Answer, yes, it was brick work. It was pointing?
Yeah, you know, pointing is.
No.
That's what all these guys are doing here. They go with their brick.